This question deals with LeChatlier and pressure stresses. Now, pressure stresses in LeChatlier. Pressure stress can occur, or you can change the pressure two manners. You can increase the pressure by decreasing the reaction volume. If that is done, this is a concentration stress, and there will be a response from the system if the moles of gas in the reactants is not equal to the moles of the gas in the products. In that case, an increase in pressure by decreasing reaction volume will cause a new equilibrium to form that will favor the side of the reaction with fewer moles of gas. Fewer moles of gas, less pressure, we're alleviating the pressure stress. Another way to increase pressure of a system is to add an inert gas. If this is done, this does not create a concentration stress. The concentration of those gases that were in there initially do not change. So this is not a stress on the system. There's no effect on the equilibrium. Now let's look at this problem. Calcium carbonate going to calcium oxide solid plus CO2 gas. We're going to increase the pressure by decreasing the reaction volume. Or actually, what we're seeking to do is we're going to increase pressure by decreasing the reaction volume. The question is whether or not it increases or decreases the yield of these reactions. Alright, so we need to look at this reaction. If we increase the pressure by decreasing reaction volume, we need to first assess whether or not this is a stress. On this side, the reactant side, we have 0 moles of gas. And on the product side, we have 1 mole of gas. So this is going to be a concentration stress. There is going to be a reaction or response from the system, and in fact the system is going to respond in a direction that alleviates the stress, has fewer moles of gas. In this case, it's going to be a shift to the left. Now, in terms of the effect on the yield, obviously a shift to the left is consuming products, reproducing these reactants, so our yield is going to decrease. And the second reaction, we look at the moles of gas on either side. Here we have in the products 1 mole gas. On the reactant side, we have 3 moles of gas. So we have fewer moles of gas in the products than the reactants. So if we increase the pressure by decreasing volume, this is going to be a pressure stress since there's unequal moles of gas in the reactants versus the products, and the equilibrium will shift in a direction that's going to decrease the total number of moles of gas, and that's towards the products. Here we have a shift to the to the right, and that's going to increase our reaction yield.